Alright, this guy will be covering the metro segment of the run. This segment tends to be the fastest. There's only 5 levels, and each one is really fast. So, just head on to the lab. Just head down that thing. Try not to bonk into the telescope. So, the beginning movement of this level doesn't matter too much. There's absolutely no way to get onto that train right there. So we're just waiting for this one anyways. From here, you just want to sprint jump. If you can, die boost here, otherwise just wait for the next one. Hit that vacuum thing right there without getting on the mud. You know, if you can, sprint jump onto that train. I thought I could make it, I didn't. Whatever. Just climb up there if you miss like I did. Just wall jump. Wall climb. Double jump. Dive over here. Get onto this train. And there's not much to do on this train, so I either go AFK and miss it, or I just go in circles. But I don't want to sprint jump off. Then just throw the brewer and hit him. And that's your main station timepiece. So this next level, there's 2 strats. I'm going to be showing the faster one. I don't think it's really all that hard still, but the one, I'll have another strat linked in the description. That's probably a little bit easier than this, in case this does give you some trouble. So first things first, just follow the path I did to head over here. And then we're going to boot clip off this rail here. And when we try and like clip through the wall, we're just going to be holding nothing on your joystick or not pressing any of the directional keys on keyboard. That way we stand in the wall, like this. Then once you're here, you can just hold forward and then jump and land on this roof here. If you don't hold nothing as you fall through, you won't have a double jump, and so you can still dive and make it. It'll just be a lot harder to make. So I recommend just stopping in the wall and then just walking forward to have your jump back. From here, just jump to this building. For safety, you can sprint jump just straight off here, and then with a dive you'll be fine. Or if you just start diving right around where I'm running right now, you can just do this. Not that. You can do this. That is a little bit faster, but either that or a sprint jump, your choice. Once you're here, just boot back in. You want to wait a little bit so you're low enough down, otherwise you're just going to go right back through the ceiling, right back where you started. Here we're actually going to go back to hub. If you pause really early, game acts weird, the audio turns off, sometimes the game runs like 1 FPS. It's weird. And now we're going to be using the spawn point for the yellow manhole, just because it's closer. So we're going to take this trampoline behind us, or this spring, whatever you want to call it, and then we're just going to immediately turn the camera around and just climb this train. I didn't mean to do that. It's hard to show this off because that train has such a big hitbox. So you can do what I just did right there, which was, I'll do that one more time. Hit this, turn around, jump again, then just dive up here. If you are uncomfortable with that, because that can be a bit difficult on controller, what you can do is just land on this bush, and then just jump up here. This is also very easy. If you're still uncomfortable with that, or you just want to do something else for whatever reason, this is the slowest option, but this still isn't too bad. And then you just want to land on this train here. So either way, no matter which train you land on, I just missed it, unfortunate. You're going to want to land on this. Oh, I missed it again. we will on this train right here. Just get on this train, one of those 3 ways. And then we're jumping off onto this purple sign thing. And then what we're going to do is... That was odd. We're going to jump, wall climb, jump, double jump, dive cancel onto this. So... It's a bit awkward sometimes, especially with how the camera can work. But as long as you make sure you don't hit the end of the train, then you'll make it every time. Because if you go too late, then you'll just fall right through. And it's hard to back up. There isn't really a good backup for this. I'm doing a triple jump here. This is like the only backup I actually know of. And it's not an easy one. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I don't know a good backup to this. The only other backup is to jump back on this train. But that's just a nightmare because your camera goes all over the place. So, like I said, make sure you're early enough on the train. And you'll have no problem. Alright, so I'm going to stress this very, very much right here. What you do from here is you grab this timepiece, you go back to hub, and you do the exact same thing I just showed you. However you did it the first time, do the exact same thing here. I'm not going to do that because I don't want this to be half an hour long. But that is what you do. You do grab this timepiece, go back to hub, do the exact same thing. And the next time when you get back here, what you're going to do is just slide down this wall. And you're going to hit a volume and it'll teleport you over to the pink station area. The pink paw, that's what it's called, the pink paw station. You don't have to be actually sliding down the wall. It's just a lot more consistent if you do that. And I highly recommend just physically sliding down it so you don't miss it. But when you're here, you can hit that Roomba vacuum bouncy thingy. Or you can just do this double jump. Either way, the double jump is a bit faster, but it's a bit tricky to get like enough height to make it work. So whatever works for you. From here though, just sprint. If you need to dive into that Roomba, it's because it's like sliding out, you know, just do it. But the only thing I have to say about this section is make sure you don't get hit by any of these trains. Because if you hit one, then it's going to send you back to the, like, before all 3 of them. So just make sure you don't get hit. It's a lot more than just the one hit. From here, just grab the pink ball timepiece. And again, you should have also had grabbed the yellow overpass one that I didn't. So you should be at 24 here. So this time we don't go back to hub. And we're just going to run around this corner. If you go too fast, you can actually hit that Roomba and just hit the ceiling above it. So just sprint to it is the most consistent way. I'm just climbing up here. Dive boost into this thing, and then you really don't have much control for a tiny bit, so I'm doing this by holding forward. That way this is all set up for me. So, no, sometimes he can be like this when you get here, so you're going to have to land where I am. And, you know, where you hit the Roomba depends on what direction you'll go. If you hit him straight from either above or below, then you'll be sent straight up, like this. See, I got more sent straight up, I landed right here. And if you hit him more, like, in the center, like that, you'll just send the way that you were supposed to get sent into the other Roomba. So just be prepared to do whichever, to react to which way you hit him, and just land up here. Either sprint or just dive boost across here. It's a bit narrow, so if you're not comfortable dive boosting, it's understandable. Get here. Oh, that was weak. So what I did would have worked too, but I got lucky with the train being right there. If you hit it right, then that's what's supposed to happen. You should get the same speed with this, just sprinting into it, but you want to dive boost, that's just faster. From there, just grab the timepiece, go back to hub, and you're done with Metro.